Hello everybody, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles X. Last time Elma showed us around town and we joined up in Blade. Today we're going to go on our first mission for Blade. Let's get started. Uh, let's see just exactly what where's the mission access on tab. Right now our goal is to install data probe for Frontier Nav and complete our training. Frontier Nav is the system they use to survey Mira. And now that we're Blade, it's time for us to start contributing. Let's see what Thomas has to say. That's a pretty good name.
Yes?
Why not get used to battling indigens by fighting some Ovis? This place is lousy with them after all. Unlike Gresses and other more ferocious indigens. Oh, we got a rainbow, that's nice. Ovis won't even attack unless you hit them first. That makes them useful as training dummies. Another piece of advice. Don't mistakenly pick a fight with any of the dangerous creatures near Sayram Lake to the north. Numerous skilled interceptors have fallen to the indigents in that area. As a noble goal as protecting the city is, it's not worth risking your life like that. If you ever catch the eye of one of those indigents, just turn and run away.
Hey!
And now let's ask him about some recent developments. Apparently Nelson's team has gone missing. They had planned to install a number of data probes and then come straight back to the city. What could have happened to them? I don't know what sort of foe they ran into, but let this be a lesson. You have to be careful when you're exploring. Thomas just wants to make sure we're safe. So, I think the reason why it's got the Inquire and Discuss separate is so that they have their default dialogue and then they've got their missable dialogue as two separate things. I don't know though, so I think we've got the Cinicula and let's see here. Yeah, we fought it. Alright. So if you remember back in the first episode, we tried fighting Elepix and it creamed us. Now, let's get our revenge on this sea slug.
They're pushing me back!
We have a stagger. Slit edge stagger?
Hey!
I'm turning this around.
I thought we had a stagger.
They're pushing me back! Need to pull out!
Not over. I'm turning this around. Here's how they get off. Concentrate your fire.
I'll make sure to leave a dent!
Come on, can we blow up his leg? Resist.
Hit him again for me.
We got it. Let's move.
There we go. Alright. Eastgate Plain. Alright, that beacon's where we're heading. It's not showing up because as a quest marker, Frontier Navs just have beacons like that. First let's check out this base camp. Eastgate, BC. You. Blade is base camp set up throughout Mira where you can rest up in a tent or trailer. If you find one, kick off your boots and make yourself at home. That's what they're there for.
What?
Did you come to install a data probe? If you are at a short distance to the north, you should be able to see the spot. Be careful. Sorry. Need to clear my throat a bit. Ooh, that doesn't look good. No, those are just bladders. Let's see what's going on.
Frontier. You don't think that one Cinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless
Unless... what?
this is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Cinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Cinicula.
Think about it. Your typical simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Cinicula, right? Usually we'd find one simius standing over 3 or 4 Cinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Cinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Cinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
Alright. So, we know tyrants are bad news. Do we want to ask what it is? Or should we just try killing it? I'm sorry. You know what? I know what a tyrant is. I'm gonna explain it. I'll try to explain while we fight.
Whoa, whoa, whoa there, rookie. We're talking about a tyrant here. Do you even understand what that means?
We should probably explain. Tyrant is our term for any indigenous life form that falls outside of our usual threat ranking system. In other words, they're too powerful for us to even measure how dangerous they would be to take on.
And too powerful doesn't always just mean physically strong. If a creature has even a single especially nasty trait, it's classified as a tyrant.
Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all.
They're really hyping up these things. Well, I've done this before. I fought this guy before. This is my first playthrough. We can handle this.
Well, alright. I'm game if you are. Count me in, Elma. Let's do this. If we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. We can't just keep running forever, you know? Besides, I'd never forgive myself if someone else ended up getting hurt because we just left it here.
All right. Let's do it. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
Engaging a tyrant is no small task. It's important to equip your best before charging in, so double check all weapons and gear. Oh, and make sure your arts are ready and leveled up, okay? That's the first step to becoming a great combat master. And so then it's just telling us how to do gear and level up. So before we get into this fight, let me tell you what tyrants actually are. They're just unique monsters, except with one small difference, and that is the name. You see, with a unique monster, it's whatever the description is, followed by the name. With tyrants, as we shall soon see, it's the name followed by the description. At least in most cases. There's a few outliers. We're not going to get to any of those yet. There's 250 tyrants. We plan to fight them all. And this first one is Volcomp the Pursuer. Oh yeah. This Ah, resist? No. So...
Hit him again for me.
Flame grenade! Put some power into this.
Off balance.
Oh no, you're not supposed to stagger me, it's the other way around. So yeah, each tyrant has an individual name, and though really it doesn't
Move in and strike.
mean anything, but
We're in a good position. Move in!
I'd say that's pretty boring.
Melee attack.
I don't think there should be any reason why there can't be some story behind their name, right? Like Volcom. Clearly he's pursued these simians for quite some time, tiring them out so he could kill them. By the way, the music that's playing is called Uncontrollable.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Okay. Ah, I was gonna get that.
I'll make sure to leave a dent.
Destroyed. Move in and strike.
As you can see, get some. Oh, he's dead.
We are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
The injector thing is
Good.
cool.
The
It's
probe
a
should
shame
be
we don't
ready for
really.
insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
Alright. Let's do this thing.
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
Well, there's one
That'll do it
excuse.
for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Okay, so see what we got from Volcom.
Keeping my
That's
cookie
true
out
on any
better.
planet.
We've got Worn Survival goggles. These look pretty good. I bet we can use them on somebody. Installing data probes. I'm Lau, a Pathfinder. If we're gonna grow Frontier Nav, we need to install more data probes. To plant one, simply approach a vacant Frontier Nav probe site and press the A button. This requires your mechanical field skill to be up to snuff, so don't forget to level it up. I love this chart. I wish you could see it more often. It just looks really cool. So, before it gets going, before I forget, that device that we used to put in the Frontier Nav probe, I think it only shows up in this cutscene, and that's also really disappointing because it's so cool. Now, with what Lau said about that, yeah, that's the excuse not to do a Frontier Nav. You don't have the high enough mechanical skill. Because of that, we're going to be leveling up mechanical skills first, because Frontier Navs come with fast travel points, and also information about the surrounding area, and You can plant custom probes, which we'll learn about later. It's great. So here's what Alma says. Now all that's left is to report back to base, but first I'll let you in on a secret. A giant beast like that is usually best engaged with a Skell. Neutralizing a foe like that on foot, especially a tyrant, is pretty risky, so be careful about such things in the future, okay? And there we go, goodbye epic chart. So, anything we want to do before we head back? I don't think there's anything to do right now. Does this game have auto run? Yeah, it does. So, while we run back, there's a couple things I forgot to set up, so let me just get to that for my stream. And I lost the run using the Twitch. Alright. Do not use Twitch to oh man, this auto run is nice. I'm for regular running though. I don't think I've actually ever used the auto run before because I've just never needed to. I had to get up some tabs. So yeah, that was our first tyrant out of 250. We're gonna fight all of them eventually. Right now, let's just report back to Nagi to finish our mission. And we're probably gonna get to a really long cutscene. The last pretty boring explanatory one.
Commander Vanden.
Well now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
Story mission complete. We got some probes. We finished training. Nice. Here we go. Override previous save. Yep. Here we go. Excessively long cutscene.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked him to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vanden is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow?
And if that don't work, use more gun.
Not much for conversation, are you?
I've been blabbing at my chat this whole time.
You still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Alright. Well, let's get the long part out of the way. It's division time.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders.
Wow.
Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors.
Gwen and
You
Irina.
met Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen, this is their division. Interceptors have one main duty: protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers.
Doug.
Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers.
Oh,
If you
both
think
sides.
of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigen that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other
Yo.
pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of
Murderous?
ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris,
Yeah, that is
weapons,
Yelv.
personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators.
Oh no, that's murderous.
Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? Alright, Prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, Outfitters. All of our
Alexa?
ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might
It's the
inspire new weapon ideas,
military-industrial
and
complex.
even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators.
And there's hope.
It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigens, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
We're gonna choose? We're gonna choose now because we don't want to go through that cutscene again.
Yeah, and we're on pins and needles here.
Come on, man. I just wanna... Okay, so with each division, there's a couple... They get a little bit of boosts from division support. I forget how that works. We also earn division points. Division points are good because this ranks divisions over time, and daily whichever division has the highest rank, depending on your rank, you get more bonus items from just a bonus item console in the barracks. And I'm pretty sure, I know for certain that it's always one of them. That's just massively at the top. I think it's prospectors. They got defense support, that's pretty good. R&D support for outfitters. We can do that by leveling up AMs and earning R&D points. We earn R&D points just by having equipment from different AMs. Let's look at them all. Pathfinders. The Pathfinder's main task is to place data probes that expand Blade's info network. Actions that boost division points. Planting data probes, discovering locations. Division support effect, HP support. Alright, so I'm already ruling this out because both of those methods of division points are just... We lose them. You get division points for anything, but these are the bonus, but these give you more. We lose that just when we discover everything, so... Interceptors. Their primary duty is to protect the people of New LA from indigent threats. Actions that boost division, defeating enemies, completing missions. And ranged master. I think defeating enemies and completing missions is what we're gonna do here, so sounds like a good thing. Alright, and Harriers are in charge of eliminating threats from Mirror's most dangerous creatures, just defeating tyrants and defeating enemies. And they get melee boosts. That's good because melee arts are really good. The Reclaimer's task is to locate and retrieve pieces of wreckage from the White Whale. So retrieving White Whale wreckage and planting data probes. I don't know what drop sensor does. That just... Alright, but Reclaimers is like Pathfinders, temporary thing, let's not go with that. Curators are charged with scouting unexplored territories and collecting materials found there. Obtaining collectibles and defeating tyrants. Okay, obtaining... Oh, maybe it's Curators who are always ahead because obtaining collectibles is a pretty overpowered thing. Prospectors mainly focus on using Frontier Nav to mine for minerals and resources. Mining precious resources, discovering locations. No thanks. Defense support. AMs, outfitters help the arms manufacturers in developing new weapons and equipment. They are boosted by leveling up arms manufacturers and earning R&D points. Their support is R&D support. Mediators solve problems that arise between residents of New LA. actions that boost division points, completing missions, and training scouted blades, which is a multi-player feature that we're going to ignore. Their support effect is TP support, and TP is pretty busted, so that's actually pretty alluring. I think though I'm gonna go with interceptors because I don't know, TP support or ranged master. Overall, I'd say TP is better. But we're not gonna scout, so we're not gonna get the best division points. It doesn't really matter because prospectors always win out. I don't know. These both fit my personality. That's for sure. I mean, I suck at interpersonal conflict, but given what I do in the game, well, I'll think this out while I go pee. Hello again. I'm going with interceptors because we're just gonna. I don't know. We're going interceptors. That's and see division spoils. That's the thing that we get
Then
for the
it's
different
settled?
things that prospectors always win with. We sure? Are we sure? We're sure.
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Oh, and we skipped that one.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
Alright, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Alright. This is chapter 3. Dang, I did not expect chapter 3 to... Chapter 3, Builders of a Legacy. I did not expect it to start automatically. You're officially a Blade now. Congrats. Becoming one of us grants you access to a variety of services, including the shop terminal, the AM terminal, mission control, and more. Some services are still off limits at the moment, but I'll get back to you on those later. Fast travel. Ever wish you could zip straight back to a place you visited? Well, that's why we have fast travel. It allows you to instantly return to significant landmarks as well as any Frontier nav sites that have data probes and stalls. Just access the segment map to use it. Hello. Supporting arms manufacturers. Arms manufacturers, or AMs, support us from sidelines by developing new weaponry and gear, and by utilizing their services we can support them too. Head to the AM terminal in Armory Alley to learn more about working with AMs to make new gear. I forgot Chapter 3 was an automatic progression one. I'm surprised. Because after this chapter we can go anywhere on the planet. We're not gonna though. I want to save the big locations for when we get there into the story. Let's talk to Van. I don't get it. Nelson's team was full of talented blades and they were even outfitted with a skill. Make sure you're well prepared before you go. Your destination is in the eastern part of Primordia. Second voices. So we've unlocked fast travel. I was planning on checking out the city and the side quests before this chapter, but yeah. I thought there were side quests that were required before chapter 3. Maybe we haven't actually started the... I don't know, I'm surprised with this. As you can see on the minimap, there's now question mark icons indicating quests. So where do we go from here? There's urgency in that. I want to stay when there's story urgency. I want to stay doing the urgent stuff because with how this game is structured, we have the option of doing side content and lulls in the story throughout the whole game, except for at the start. But on the other hand, there's some. I want to do all the side stuff. There's a part in this chapter where it kicks off the main story in this chapter, and I wanted to do the side content we have here before we do that. Let's go find Nelson. Sorry. So now that we have fast travel, we can just head off to the Frontier Nav point we just installed. Alright, I keep forgetting to put on the armor we got from Volkampf. As you can see, it's a beautiful day in Primordia. It's not raining even though it was raining like less than a mile from here. Alright. Ew, I don't want that I don't want gravity resistance that bad. I forgot I had that green thing there. Let's see here. This does not look good on... And Lynn doesn't have anything. Well, let's see here. I think that attribute at the bottom is gravity. I forget which one is which, I should look that up. I don't think it matters that much right now. Alma has the lowest physical resistance, so let's give this to her. I forget what she had on before, let's see. Worn survival headset. No, I don't want to go from... I don't want to go from negative so you can avoid that. Can we get this on? Lynn. It doesn't even show up on it. Yeah. Well, that's probably a good trade. Wow. We don't have any gravity resistance gear. Let's go save. Let's go find. Oh. 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 What? This is going to the story thing. I thought this was a side quest. Oh wait, I did that. Okay. I'm sorry, Nelson, you're gonna have to wait. You're probably dead anyway. So, let's do what I was thinking this. Let's go find what I was thinking this was. So, most side quests are in NLA. Some are not. As you can see up there. Do we want to challenge the Evelo? We're not far from spawn. Let's try fighting this guy, even though he's a bit. We could take down the tyrant. Let's hope the other guy just doesn't. I keep forgetting to alternate weapons for the better. I'm missing right now. I'm missing 3's quick move. Yeah, we're gonna get this guy. Oh! Oh, he killed me! I think these two can handle it. Usually it's best to... Yeah. I didn't realize the horn was an appendage. Come on. GG, you two. Combat sleeve, chip talon, more muscle fiber. Let's take that off. And can we use this? No, we can't. We need to be level 12 for it. We are literally at half the required level. So, first up, I'm sorry, Nathan, but you're... Oh, this is Nathan. Here we go. This is what I was thinking we were going to be doing for the story now. I guess it's not required. I'm pretty sure we do this quest for the speedrun. And I've tried the speedrun. That's probably my latest experience with the game, so that's why I thought it was part of it. So, let's get started. Please, Monica, you've got to understand, as Blades, our first priority is coming home alive. And as the one responsible for this team, I have to take the path with the least amount of risk. So you want to give up his life to save ours? Pathetic! Look, if you don't want to go, that's fine. I'll find Connor alone. Monica, that's crazy. Will you please listen to me for a second? I should give Monica an Australian accent, you know? Huh, what is it? If you're out here, I'm guessing it's because you're a Blade. In that case, please let me ask you something. Should an entire team risk their lives to rescue one single member? Or should the team run back to New LA like as a pair of sniveling cowards and wait for reinforcements? Well, no Blade left behind. But this is actually a good moral question. I don't know, I don't want to get too heavy in this. Do you risk the good of the many for the good of the few? I mean, if they're all willingly trying to do it, I'd say we rescue. See? You've got guts. What if a friend dies while we're sitting on our butts back in NLA? What then? And if the two of us go missing as well, how does that help Connor? This is difficult to ask, but would you head north to Sickle Rock Rise and see if you can find an interceptor named Connor? He's part of our team. We got separated on a survey job and he hasn't come back. We are going to do this for some points. Thank you. I know it should be me going instead, but we got beat into a pulp when our survey mission turned into an impromptu copper Cinicula hunt. Honestly, we're both at a loss here. As you can probably tell, I'm afraid if we go, we'll just invite more trouble. I'm sorry you had to see any of this, but know that I really appreciate that. We both do. As soon as we know Connor's location, we'll do our best to rescue him. Please help us find our friend. So, I should probably tell you who's talking first. That's something I didn't think about.
Thanks.
Connor was investigating Cinicula Assault just north of here. That's probably a good place to start. While you're searching for him, we'll get ourselves prepped for the rescue. We really appreciate you helping us out like this. Alright. So, let's just check our intel. We've got a couple new enemy types that we haven't seen. We've got Theroids, because I guess birds are Theroids. Evelo, inhabitants of Mira's southern lands, these giant birds sport highly developed beaks that occupy most of their head and effectively serve as horns. Their diet consists primarily of insects, the exoskeletons of which can be easily pierced by a single sharp peck. Evelos are pair-bonding creatures, often sighted in groups of a single male and female. Reproduction occurs every 2 years, with hatchlings raised by both the genetic parents and another closely related couple with no young of their own for that year. Evelo eggs are unusually large and a favorite food of many predators. Okay, how do we know about the 2-year reproductive cycle if we've only been this planet for a couple of months? And oh, we got other new Theroids? Oh, right, because it wants us to see the specific kinds. We've seen the quick Evelo. These ones are fast. Oh yeah, the horn is made out of the same material as the beak. These are basically our chickens. You don't want to Kentucky fry these. Insectoids. So Cinicula, giant beetles with exoskeletons that are hard as steel. They spend most of their time buried under the earth waiting for prey to wander by. Upon sensing a vibration, they will rise up and attack, swallowing both soil and unfortunate victim in one mighty gulp. Ciniculas have been known to engage in long periods of dormancy. I misread dormancy as democracy before I got to it. The conditions for triggering this state vary, though the main factor seems to be ether density in the atmosphere. I don't think they really explain either in this game. It's just the force. I don't know, there's a lot they don't explain in this game that they probably should have. I don't think either falls in the thing that they should have, but I don't know, we're just going to say it's something about this planet. So, we've seen Volkampf. Does he have anything? This indigent pursued the curators, who stumbled into its territory all the way back to New LA's Gate, where it was neutralized by Elma's team. Okay, so the tyrants do have lore. At least Volkampf, because he's for the story, so when we fight another one, we'll try that. We'll see if they've got their own lore, and see how well the stuff I made up fits. Ovis. Grassland Ovis, because they live in the grassland. I'm sorry, sir, but you just lost your free trial of being alive is over.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
We got Ovis Polishing Stone. So, wait, do we get the Collectopedia now? Oh, we do! First, let's check out the enemy index to see what the big deal about these boys are. They're sheep! I'm pretty sure Ovis is Latin for sheep. A lot of the names for enemies in this are based off Latin. Herbivorous creatures that make their homes in large flocks on the Murin plains. The hair covering their bodies is unusually stiff, with certain areas taking on an armor-like quality that adds plenty of protection from predators. The one exception is the pom-pom-like tail, which is rather soft. An especially lush tail is the sign of a plentiful diet, which makes it a powerful status symbol. The mild temperament of the Ovis complements its defense-oriented physique. They are quite fearful of confrontations and would much rather flee than fight. Grassland Ovis. We don't have the circle because we don't have all the drops. There's an Ovis tyrant nearby, but I think there's only one tyrant who we are actually right now capable of facing. Copper Cinicula. You know, the enemy in Tex is basically just a mirror in Pokédex. I'm not wrong. Offense Site 114. First of all, let me show you the Collectopedia. So, the Collectopedia, the way it works is that when we collect items, we can register it in the Collectopedia. We're going to try and go for all of this. It's got details about the collectibles. These are the things we find on just by walking around. And when we get all of a category, we get a little item. And we get an even better item when we get all 4 continent. As you can see, there's a lot. Unlike in 1, I think all the categories are available. So we've got vegetables, obvious, fruits, obvious, flora, just other plants, fauna, animals, because, you know, we gotta hold wild animals, insects, because they're different from animals for some reason, natural artifacts, just neat things we find in nature, wreckage, just stuff from the white whale, relics are going to be probably ancient stuff from Mira, Xenotech is just going to be a different kind of relic, and curios are basically just that they're just stuff that's out of the ordinary. So let's see what we got. Starting in fruits, we've got crayon jelly. Its transparent skin encases a jelly-like granulated fruit. The juice may be as sweet, but it is also extremely sticky and a real chore to clean. Handle with care. It costs an item to register. Let's get them all. Starlight apple. Beneath the black skin lies a seed that sparkles like a star, but also finds itself primed to go supernova. Sadly, removing the seed causes the fruit to lose its trademark glow. Flora. We've got the sweet nerine, a flower that blooms only for a single fleeting moment each day before shying away come nightfall. Its color is truly magnificent for those lucky enough to witness it. Well, we're pretty lucky as we have them. We could just watch one all day. Fauna. We've got Rizatice, which I thought that was actually like... Okay, so mostly whenever I read that in like the collectible stuff, I thought this was like just Rizatice, like some hip way of saying rice. I did not realize it was an animal. Similar in appearance to a lizard, but almost completely desiccated due to an inability to store moisture. As such, it tends to hunt prey with high water content. I think starred items also give us a nice item for collecting. Golden sardine, an excitable golden fish that is often seen leaping free of the water. Its taste resembles that of an earth sardine. Lucky oh, we get battle points for it. So that's what it is. We got ball mosquito. What looks like a small rubber ball flying through the air is in fact a mosquito. The countless hair-covered mouths draw blood from a whole host of creatures. That's gonna be nice for upgrades. Wreckage. Originally designed to... Deflection shield mirror. Originally designed to defend against the alien onslaught, it failed in its application when it overheated. It was eventually recycled as part of the White Whale's shield system. L002 fuel tank. A fuel tank that formed part of the White Whale's propulsion drive system. It is said to be the height of fuel compression technology. And an L002 space analyzer. This instrument analyzes the atmosphere. It also scans for microbial life, which can indicate whether or not a planet is inhabited. And do we have anything else? Nope. And we don't have anything in these continents because we've never visited them yet. And yeah. Let's install this probe. Always good to have these. I think we actually have to install this one for a different quest. So that's nice. Ah, great. This is probably going to end poorly. Ah, missed. Come Oh! I did not know that was aimed at me. Okay, I bet Lynn's gonna have enough. Ah, no, she used the thing. We're gonna return. Darn it. The problem with the AI is that they're pretty trigger happy with their TP arts. It's better to just leave them on it. Maybe while we're, right now we don't have a choice. Cinicula Assault. Yeah, even. Let's go. Do we have, any skills for Alma yet? No. Alright. So... this is Cinicula Assault up here. It's pretty cool. We got some flying guys. I'm always surprised at how big this is, cause once we get cause you know what? Never mind. That's something for later. A Skirpo. We haven't fought one of these. I didn't know they came this small. It's so tiny. It's small. I could kick this guy. I can look at him. It's tiny. Usually these guys are like 2 people tall. I don't know, 12 feet or whatever. I'm sorry, but we need your information for our enemy index. So we've got side. Wait, we've got. Let's get side. Can we get side and high ground?
Hey, give me some cover fire.
My adrenaline's rising. Scream it! Spin and do some damage.
Put some power into this one.
Shadow strike!
Put some power into this one.
Yeah.
My adrenaline's rising.
I don't think we really need to do anything right now. This guy was easy.
We got him. Let's move.
Here's something to keep in mind: the smaller the enemy, the easier they go down. Alma told us about that already. We've got a new AR. We've got a pristine insect leg. We've got cracked paws and a
I
pristine
can't
paw.
let this new strength distract me.
Let's check out. First, let's check out the gear we got. This is something we can wear. It's 8, but it's got less ammo. Ranged attack up. It does less damage, but it's got more damage for opening art. I've mostly been opening with my dagger because that's just got better arts to start with. And it's got recover HP up with arts. No, I don't think we're gonna use that. But what do we learn from our insect friend? So, Skirpo, nocturnal arachnids that use a secreted silk thread to dangle from trees where they camouflage themselves as a fruit before pouncing on any creatures that come too close. The Skirpo's powerful venom allows them to subdue prey of significantly larger size than themselves. Skirpo hatchlings are extremely small and will extrude thread into the air immediately upon birth, catching the wind in order to traverse long distances. One of the thousands born from one brood, less than 10 will survive until adulthood. Yeah, that's pretty much how insects work. Number slain. Now that's fancy. So, just need to go up here. Oh, that's a treasure. I wonder if you can get it. Some of these treasures. So you're not seeing this on the gamepad, but Frontier Nav has map segments. Completing these segments will basically go the mirror survey percentage, which is basically just a barometer of how much progress we've made. We're gonna try and get to that 100. Not everything contributes to it though, so we're gonna go above and beyond. And sometimes treasures can be used to fill out a segment. Here though, looking at the map, it's either a tyrant or a mission. So we'll do this treasure by mashing. We got some experience and credits. And here we have Connor.
Hey.
Oh, sweet baby back ribs! You're human! I guess my luck hasn't completely run out on me. Those monsters were chasing me everywhere. First I ran out of ammo, then I lost my comm device, then, well, I was pretty sure my time was up. Explained to Connor that Nathan sent him to find him. Monica was worried. This is a lot more accurate. Why am I not surprised? It's sweet of her to care, but she's always been a bit of a worrywart. Still, I should report back and let them know I'm okay. I hate to bother you, but could you help me look for my comm device? It should be nearby. I know we're both fellow blades and all, but I'm still willing to pay you for your time. It's my goof up that puts us here anyway. So, we're gonna have to go past some tough enemies to get to this. It might take a couple tries.
Well,
My stupid comm device slipped out of my hand while I was running away from some indigents, so it shouldn't be more than a couple of segments away from here. I should let poor Monica know I'm okay before she blows the gasket, so please help me find that device. I'm sorry if I'm reading too fast. I am a fast talker in that I'm unclear sometimes. I'm not used to talking to a public audience. Oh nice, there's another probe here. And this one I don't think we have to do for anything, so... Sayram Lake is right there. Sayram Northeast Plate. Okay, so you see that red pickup over there? It's kind of hard to see. FN Site 112. We got a lot of locations. But yeah, this that red pickup collectible, that's a story objective item. Since it's hard to get, we want to avoid being spotted by the Grexes up here. Ooh, that's not somebody I would want to mess with right now. I just don't want to mess because if the Grexes spot us, we'll have to go all the way down. Let's just grab this before they see us. And get out. That went a lot more smoothly than I was expecting. So we're gonna go back to Sickle Rock. Oh, I didn't know that's the treasure. Let's get it. This is gonna be our first archaeological treasure. Oh, guess it's not. This is some sort of thing. Probably left over by Mira's original inhabitants. Archaeological treasures are things that are alien in origin. Oh yeah, the crowns by the tyrant just indicate how many kills they've got. The gold crown means that they're a tough customer. Cyrene gets it just for being an easy to find tyrant early on, and Lefixes are already hard to fight on foot, so we're just gonna leave her alone. There is one tyrant though that we are perfectly ready to fight. If we can just get to him before see that level 7 Skirpo, that's what I'm usually thinking of a Skirpo being like that size. We don't want to get detected by it though.
well,
Any luck? Once I've got that baby, I can reach the others no matter where they are. Here we go. Hey, nice work, I'm impressed. Glad to see at least one of us here is a pro. And now I know who to turn to for help next time things take a turn for the worst. Alright, let me call up the others here. I managed to get in touch with my team, thanks to you. They're on their way here now. Here, this is my way of saying thanks. I really appreciate the help. And we've got the mission complete. First side quest.
Strength comes from experience, That's true on any planet.
And he's already got our next quest for us. Let's just check. No, I don't want to upgrade this now. Let's just check. We've got a new shirt. Bargain tank top. Ah, we lost online connection. Let me just make sure Twitch is still going good. Yeah, good. We lost online functionality. Alright, so this is 5 less defense. But this is a lot better. We've got, it'll put 2 resistances into positive. Let's see. Does it? Might be good for Elma. And Lynn. Okay, it's not good for Lynn. Oh wait, that's the. Also might be good for Lynn. We've been having a lot of trouble with our own defenses lately though. So, given how much this just improves everything we've got, and we'll just wear it on this, and you can already see how Perfect has no fashion sense. Those sleeves do not go with this shirt. Alright, so before we do the quest from Connor, I want to make sure we get to this tyrant because I'm pretty sure it's nighttime only. And therefore, I would like to get to it while it's still around. At least I think this is where it is. There's a tyrant on the map here, and I remember one, and I think I might remember. You might be on these crystals. Or I don't know what this is actually, what this material actually is. Somewhere over here. It looks like there's a couple enemies here, so no, just bugs. However, we can get this trailer. Alright, I'm just gonna pause the passage of time to just check my notes. Alright. Let's see here. Wait, what? Oh, he's level 11. Okay, I thought that was the weaker tyrant. I thought there was another level 5. Let's see, where's... Alright. I guess we're not gonna go after him yet. It's best for now that we get closer to the level of the tyrant, so... Let's see the new quest from Connor. If it's too high a level, we'll probably go in. I don't know, this is probably a good time to do the outside of Primordial quests. Because that way we can devote the next episode to exploring in LA. And that's something I wanted to do anyway, so... Let's see what our new mission from Connor is.
Well,
Hey there, Perfect. I managed to get in touch with my team thanks to you. They're on their way here now. So what are you doing back out here anyway? You got bored or something? If so, I suppose I can give you that bounty assignment I flubbed. The mark's a bold Cinicula that has been running around making life heck for everyone. Yeah, let's see what this is. Huh, somebody's champing at the bit, am I right? I bet you take that bad boy down without breaking a sweat. I'll forward the details to your comm device. Have at it whenever you like. Hunt the bold Cinicula causing trouble for Blade. Alright, we'll set this out.
well,
Good luck hunting the bold Cinicula. Just remember to stay calm, watch for an opening, and then strike. Not that I should be giving hunting advice, but seeing as how I ran screaming from it earlier, but whatever. So let's just check here. Oh right, the recommended level was not in... let's see here. Cinicula Assault. Oh, this is one of the ones that are... Let's try and find this. Level 11. Oh, I just had it back there. Alright. It's a level 11 quest. We got 20 minutes left. Let's try and do this. Oh yeah, there's no fall damage in this game. That's nice. So the Grieving Plains is on the other side of New Los Angeles. We've already got a fast travel point, so why not use it? The mirror is really big. It's best to just take it to just fast travel while we can, at least before we get skills. So, Terabras, this game's versions of the Pedo. It's adorable, let's kill it.
put some power into this one.
Taut leather. And according to our intel, Lake Turba, no, just because it lives by the lake. It doesn't actually live in the lake, ironically. So, Terabra. Terabras are technically omnivorous, though their main diet consists of aquatic organisms snagged from rivers, such as fish and shellfish. Their ear-shaped bony ruffs can be positioned into a drill-like shape, an ability they use to fight enemies and build dwellings. Once excavated, a Terebra den will extend deep underground and house the entire pack of a dozen or so Terebras. The entrance is constantly guarded by several pack members that stand erect on their hind legs. Terebra fur is commercial value due to its excellent heat insulation and softness, so long as the barbed bristles are removed. Aw, boo! It's the cutest thing on the planet and you can't even pet it? That's just... Monolith Soft is trolling us. Here we are. Grieving Plains. I'm glad I got today because at night you saw them in the background. There's some level 60 indigens here. And do not want to mess with that right now. So as this quest is recommended level 11 by... It was something I had intended to do after chapter 3 because of that. We'll fight guys on the way in for a little experience, and we'll probably build...
Put some power into this one.
will
Put some power into this one. We're in a good position. Move in.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Nah, I think we're good. I think we're good.
Victory is ours.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
We got a new art. Let's go. Oh, it's the level 8 Cinicula. We got this in the bag. Bold Cinicula, that's actually its kind. So, first let's get our arts up. And skills. Recuperate. Boosts evasion and continually restores HP. Nice. Alright. This is probably a good one. We've been having HP struggles. Let's upgrade this. Also got a couple other good upgrades. Gonna upgrade Flame Grenade. And also Assault Hammer. That's good for now. I'm mostly going to be focusing on Assault Rifle arts because we can use those later. Alma's got Side Slash, deals weapon damage and fixed fatigue, and from the side boosts damage. I don't know what fatigue does. This game expects you to read Upper Hand, Green's critical power, Stream Edge, Sliding Slinger, Shadow Stream. Side Slash. Wait, do we have skills for either of these two yet? That one, no. 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 So we can just give all the BP to arts right now. Stream Edge. Which one? Shadow Strike is our stagger. We're gonna upgrade that. We can't upgrade that anymore. Alright. Let's just keep everything at 2 or more. And we can't upgrade that. Can't upgrade that. Can't upgrade that. I'm not gonna keep that. I'm just gonna save the rest of our points. For Lynn, Trash Talk, inflicts taunt and boosts TP with morale. We're gonna upgrade that a bit for more TP. We just want TP right now because that way maybe she can revive us when we die. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's take on the Cinicula.
Wear them down from a distance.
This can't hurt. I've got you cover fire. Slide. Swing 'em.
Now get in there.
Now it's my turn. Hit him again for me.
Hey,
Leave this to me.
I'll make sure to leave a dent.
Alright. Don't inflict stagger right now, please.
Thank you.
Move in and do some damage.
Come on, let's get this up to full for the max.
No balance.
Put some power into this one.
Early bird.
Recuperate. I'm in trouble.
It's not over.
Hold out.
I'm turning this around.
Chrome armor.
Shadow strike.
Oh no. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. Let's get this.
Rock to me.
The Scrux should be easier to take out, so
We'll find a way out of this
I've got
mess.
you cover fire.
Melee.
please ignore me, Cinicula.
Put some power into this one. I won't miss this
And
chance.
this should do a hefty chunk.
We're in a good position. Move in.
Bring me down.
Chrome armor. Infuriate.
More hit.
We get enough TP.
We're in a good position. Move in.
Engaging.
Alright.
Lay down some fire for me.
Recuperate. I won't miss this chance.
This is gotta. We're coming close to kill.
Just serves to make you stronger.
That was tough.
I'm in trouble. Heal me.
got pretty. He's just standing there menacingly. Oh. Ah, boo. Resist. Alright, just give me a second, Emma. I can see why they recommended this for level 11. This guy's tough. I'm gonna give this to Amma, she needs it more. Yeah. Double topple. Let's go. Can we get this gun out while he's still down? Nope. Now that is something I can do. I think this might be the first time we got the battle music to loop. Ah, I missed. Darn. Ah, I missed again. Out of practice. Come on. I want to break your foot. Let's go in the thorax or whatever it's called. Wait, oh no. I gotta do that. It's okay, Lynn, I got you. Ah, I meant to give that to Alma.
Let's get in control of the situation.
Now that's not one I hear often. Can we get a stun? Keep getting toppled, my guy. Now that was good. Now that, as they say, was pod racing. Alright, once you lose taunt on Lynn, it's my turn. Yeah, could you just stop him maybe? Oh, I missed it. Nice.
I'll make sure to leave it dead. I need healing.
Nah, I want to get this in for the extra damage. And then we can do this. Ah, man, I just did that. Here we go.
We got it. Let's move.
Advanced survival sleeve R and a muddy pelt.
Strength comes from experience. That's true on any planet.
That was good. That was really good. I think Alma might finally be able to get Oh, we got two things. We got a yellow tank top. Do we give this to Amma or Lynn? So, Amma, we got... Oh! Ranged attack up 1, heatwave screen, cooldown reducer, secondary cooldown reducer. Spotty wear. Melee attack up. Wave. Alright, we're gonna give this to Lynn because I think we're gonna give her, in terms of fashion gear, we're gonna give her a regular shirt because, yeah, I've already explained this. Don't like the sexualization of this game. We're gonna try to keep that to a minimum. Alright. This just makes her a bit more balanced. Let's see if it will fit better on somebody else though. Okay, this all around is just better for Cross, so we might go with that. And for Alma, no. So we've got an advanced survival sleeve R. Alright. We have been rocking this planet. We've been doing well so far on Mira. Next time, we will check out NLA and meet the people we've sworn to protect. Thank you all for watching. God bless you, and until next time, Happy Tuesday! Should do an emote when we leave.